Yo, what's good people, it's J Cactus, and in today's video I'm going to be making a Chicago drill beat. So I want to take it way back for this one and make some Young Chop Chief Keef vibes. I had some of their old stuff on in the gym this morning and the energy is just crazy, so I want to see if I can do it. I've never actually made one of these beats before, but fuck it, we'll just see how it goes. So let's get into it. Alright, so to make these type of beats, it seems like everyone was using Nexus 2 back in the day. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I think I want to start with maybe some kind of pad. And I'll put the BPM on. It was a bit of a mix. Sometimes you'd get some that are around about 140, 136. But then sometimes you had the slower ones around about 126. So I think I want to do something like that. Let's just find a pad that sounds right. Something like this could work. And yeah, maybe bring some of these higher ones down. I'll leave the rest. Just adding the bass in as well. Let's try a different key. I'm feeling it on D sharp, you know. Could get some mad energy out of this one. Alright, next up, let's see if we can layer that with something else. Okay, maybe this one. Alright. Turn that down a bit. Alright, so that's going to be the main pad. That's what's going to set the atmosphere. I might play around with that in a little bit though, but for now I just want to add a piano. Maybe just this grand piano will do. Even just something as simple as that, and then in the next one I could change one of the notes. Oh, this one might work, you know. Get more dark vibes from this one. Alright, so before I process anything, it just needs a few more instruments. I definitely need a lead in there, and then maybe some bells. Alright, so I was just looking for some leads. I found this one. This is just going to be one note though. You can barely even notice it, but it'll make a difference. And then the other lead, I'm just going to use one of these single ones in Nexus. It's just like a dance lead, but I think it will work. But just so each note isn't so sharp when it hits, I'm just going to bring the attack up. It'll be a bit smoother. Yeah, that sounds better. Alright, I'm just going to do some EQing because some of them are starting to clash with each other. I'm going to cut out the lows of the first one. And then I'm just going to make a little dip in the first part to save room for the second one. For the piano, I'm just going to take out some of the lows. Just bring the output back up. I could maybe add some bass notes for the piano too. Alright, we definitely need a bell in there. So I'm going to use a one shot like this. Then maybe another one, just kind of following that chord progression. And then just double them up. Definitely getting that dark vibe now. Alright, so I've got all my instruments now. The only thing I'm going to do is add a gross beat to the instrument bus. And then I just want to add something like this one beat gate, but bring down the mix. It's just going to give it a subtle bounce. Alright, so I'm just pulling a few snares out. These are like old Lex Luger snares. And then I had to get the chop snare in there as well. I'm not going to use that on every one though. So that's going to be one pattern, and then I'll use the others to add some bounce. So I think this can go on every second one. Alright, so for the hi-hats, I'm just going to start by filling each two-step. And then I remember with these old Chief Keef beats, there was some mad rolls in them. So I'm just going to see what I can make. I'm gonna copy that over. Or maybe we could make some of these longer too. Let's try that. Alright, I'm definitely gonna have to get that classic Lex Luger crash in there. And the pattern was always something like this. And then with some of the notes, I'm just going to pitch those down a bit. Alright, and for the 808, I'm going to use this. This is from a new trap pack that I might be releasing soon. So the pattern's going to be kind of simple. The 808 is going to play pretty much all the way through. And then there's going to be some slides like this. It's not going to be like my usual 808 patterns. I wanted it to be a bit simpler. So let's hear this. But for the kick, I'm going to go for the goat one. And then I'm just going to bring the volume up. Alright, I'm just going to take one more snare to add as a roll at the end. Alright, and how can I not add a chant like this? Alright, so I've pretty much got everything that I need, but before I arrange it, I just want to add a riser. And I need one of those like old school trap siren sounding risers. And I think it has to be this one. But I want it to gradually go up. So I'm just going to normalize it, set it to stretch mode. And we'll do it from like here, when it lands on the snare. Then I'm just going to click here, go to automate volume, and then just bring it down a bit. Yeah, now it's sounding crazy. Alright, I think I've got everything that I need right now, so I'm just going to start arranging it. I'll finish mixing it if I need to, and then I'll show you the final outcome. Alright, so I finished mixing and arranging the beat, and to be honest, I didn't really add anything to it, apart from a few effects, like I added gross beat and some filters, and then halftime in a couple sections. And then as you can see here, there's just a few transitions, but I didn't really add any instruments or anything. But yeah, I'll play it from the beginning, then talk you through it all. Alright, so in the intro, I've got the lead pitched down an octave here, the piano pitched down an octave, and this top pad. And then we've got low filter and gross beat. Sounded crazy. So it just comes straight in with all the energy. And then in the second part, we've just got a few more percs. And just that little bit of low filter. For the verse, I've just added gross beat and then taken a few of the things out. I just wanted to keep that energy all the way through. I didn't want to take the 808 out. Gotta have those pause drops on there. So just to break it up in some sections, I just cut out the 808 just a little bit, and then back to the hook. This is actually sounding mad. I might even prefer it to the new UK style. And then yeah, the rest of it just repeats. So I hope you liked the video and I hope you're feeling the beat. I think this one just brought back some mad memories. So my question for everyone today is, what style of drill do you like the most? Do you like the old Chicago style, the new UK melodic stuff, old school UK stuff, or just something else? So let me know in the comments which one you like the most. And yeah, once again, I appreciate you all for watching the video, and I'll see you next time.